It's the Bridgestone Ice Desk here inside Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan, the 2019 GEICO U.S. Figure Skating Championships, and we're just wrapping up here the pairs short program. We saw some drama there, and just 4 points, less than 4 points, separating the top four. There they are, Kane, O'Shea leading Kane and LeDuc by just over a point. Denny Frazier in third, Stellato Bartholomew in fourth, and look at down there in seventh place, it's Semeka Kaniram and Kaniram. So a lot of interesting developments here. Hey everyone, welcome to the Bridgestone Ice Desk. Nick McCarville here. So excited to have you along. We're going to be here all weekend long in Detroit, and we started off with the pairs short program, and it was a good one today. I'm joined to help me break down everything here on the Ice Desk, Mariah Nagasu, Brooke Castile, and hey, Mike Weiss, just off the call. How'd the call go with Charlie White? You guys have a good time?
It was great. It was good. It was a fun event to call. Charlie's always fun to be with, and we enjoyed ourselves, but luckily we had a competition that was fun to watch. I mean, the top four skaters, as you said, separated by very few points.
Yeah, it was a really good competition, especially for those top four. Brooke, just overall impressions walking away from that short program.
I'm very impressed. I thought the pairs were great, and I know U.S. pairs have been known to struggle as of late, and it's really exciting to see them start off this event with so many great skates, high scores, top five were clean, basically maybe one mistake in there, but very small, and so it's just really exciting for these. Like we talked about before, everyone stuck around, and I'm really glad they did.
Okay, Mariah, you're not a pair skater, but it's the first time in, 12 years that you're not a competitor. Was that weird sitting up here with us watching all those skaters skate?
Honestly, I'm a little bit exhausted because I felt like I was out there with them. My adrenaline
every single
was
one
running.
Of them.
Yeah, and every time they went into their side-by-sides, I was doing it with them. I was doing the jumps with them. And
were you?
So
you
now
must be
I'm
exhausted.
Maybe that's what helped them tonight, because they all
I think
side by side.
Mojo.
It wasn't pairs out there, it was triples, and Mariah Nagasu was skating with everyone. So here's what we're going to do on this Ice Desk. We're breaking down the top teams, and first off, we're going to look at the Kanirams, and really it started off disastrous simply because they hit their opening pose, and then Brooke Castile, this triple twist did not go the way they wanted it to.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see skaters kind of like have a little bit of a bobble on a triple twist, but this was not good. And this is their best element. They usually score about 8 points on this, and they only scored 3.63 on this element, which is a huge blow to their score. And I mean, when something goes wrong on the twist, it's really hard to get your timing back for the rest of the program, and you really saw that.
Yeah, you could kind of feel it, Mike, and I'm wondering, especially for you and Charlie, you were right there ringside, and that was right in front of you.
Yeah, they literally did it right in front of us. I knew right when it went up, it started to get away from him. And, that's a very dangerous element, even when it's done well. And to have her out there in front of you, a guy's strength is more under here and right here. When it starts to get out here, now there's not much strength. So he very much successfully kept her from hurting herself badly.
Yeah.
Because from my angle, it was more of a phew than oh gosh, it was a mistake. It was more like, thank you for saving her.
And I will say, to his credit, he did a really, really good job of saving her and not falling. He could have gone down on that. He tripped, and that would have been really bad. Really, really bad. Not just like for your score, but for your health, your safety.
For your body.
We talked a lot downstairs about all of the teams and all the injuries that all of them have gone through, and that's an example. We kind of got a glimpse into where it could go bad and what could have been wrong. If something like that happened, that's where you hear these people having all these concussions, all these dislocated body parts and broken parts. It's from elements like that.
And Brooke kind of mentioned this, Mariah, but when you have a mistake early in the program, how do you mentally sort of reset overall?
You have to forget about it, and I don't think they really got to that point. She's been struggling with her side-by-sides all season, which is very rare for her. It used to be Chris who had that trouble, and so for Alexa to make that mistake again, I think clean slate going into the long program, but I hope they recover from that side-by-side and the twist.
Yeah, totally. Well, they're going to bring it in the free skate. Let's go ahead and look at our top three, and it starts with Tara Kane and Danny O'Shea. They came out. They were one of the favorites that we talked about leading in, but in their short program, they really brought it, Brooke. And what stood out for you overall for this team today?
They have a feel-good sort of short program, which they tend to do best, and I think they just got the audience on their side. And I still think some of their elements are a little bit small and could be bigger and faster, but they're consistent, they're clean, and they smile, and people love them. And I think that's what held them up.
I noticed in their performance, they just looked absolutely relaxed. Like from ice level, it felt more like there was just they knew what they were there to do, and there was no hesitation on anything. A lot of times you see the tension and the grit and the tightness of a lot of these skaters, and with them, I didn't get that sense at all. There was a relaxed, cool confidence about themselves.
Yes, I saw her smile before she even started the program, and I felt in my bones that they were both going to nail everything.
Yeah, no, it was a good performance for them tonight. And, obviously they're in first place, but they lead by just over a point against Ashley Kane and Timothy LeDuc, who, as we mentioned in our preview show, they were coming off that concussion at Golden Spin. And again, Brooke, this is a little bit of a comeback skate, and you really like this short program.
I love this short program because it shows off their personality. It's very different from the free skate, and they're both equally as good. And they have the hardest technical difficulty of all the teams. They do side-by-side triple loops, where everyone else did side-by-side triple sows or toes, and they also do a throw triple lutz. And I think that they should be credited for having such a high difficulty. And, their footwork sequence is, I think, the best one, hands down.
Their jump was called under, but,
Yes.
they really projected to. I even saw their expressions from all the way up here at the ice desk, and I really, really enjoyed their performance.
Mike, we didn't have you on the pre-show before the short program. You can see there how much it means to the two of them, but to come back from a concussion, and I think there was some worrisome moments for her in the days after that, but that was a big moment for them today.
Well, there was no signs of that at all, which was pleasant in my sense. Having seen her go through something like that is very challenging, and to this be the very next competition after that injury, the national championships, and to skate that well was very cool. But the thing that it showed in the replay too was when he did that butterfly over top of her.
Yeah.
That was a cool angle that we had from it because it was lengthwise, so you can literally see he goes right over her.
Yeah.
And that's a really unique thing. I was like, I've never really seen that.
I haven't seen
stuff
it
like
either.
that in shows before,
Yeah.
but not in competitions. So for them to put that in that program was very unique.
Brooke, I feel like you really like that element too.
I did. I was up here cheering when they did that.
I like when she did the puppet thing with the head in their footwork.
No, it's
Made
a
me
really,
smile.
as Mike's saying, it's a really good recovery for them, obviously coming off of that concussion in Golden Spin just 6 weeks ago. What about for Haven, Denny, and Brendan Frazier? Third place, they're just 2 points out of second place. And for Haven and Brendan, there's been some struggles, right? But this was big for them tonight, too.
They should be really, really proud of themselves, coming off of a huge disappointment last year after they were national champions the previous year. For them to come back this strong is so, so difficult. And I think no matter what placement, they should just be so proud of the way they skated. I was really impressed with them. I thought their choreography was so difficult and intricate and ice dance-like because our favorite ice dancer, Charlie White, did their choreography.
Yeah.
I'm sure he liked it, right, when he was calling the event?
He actually hated their program, which was weird.
Why? It's shocking.
But they've improved a ton also. Not only did they come back from a disappointing season, they've improved a lot, and I think they're the best they've ever looked.
I think just in general, it felt like that short program really grew in size as we got later in the groups. Overall, the quality was really there today.
Yes, and Haven changed skate brands. I noticed little details like that, and maybe that was what helped her with her side-by-side because she nailed it, and the friend in me screamed for her.
But when you change skates or when you change skate brands, what are the challenges that bring
It can
with that?
either go two ways really well, where your body just clicks with your skates and you understand that feeling, or it could go terribly wrong and it could just feel foreign. And especially when you're under pressure out there with adrenaline, you just don't know how you're going to feel. And some people are really good at getting used to new changes, and some people aren't. And I think she embraced the change.
I also have to say, we had a lot of great moments in the short program, but Deanna Stellato and Nathan Bartholomew, they had that little bit of, I think it was on the throw where she had to catch herself a little bit. But overall, Mike, they looked really good, and I spoke to them actually after you guys, and a lot of confidence coming out, and they're talking about their free skate, that's their favorite, but they looked really good tonight.
Well, they're basically in the hunt, right, for the national championship. What, they're 3 points out of that? That's nothing. I think nobody, other than the Kinnearums in this situation, have, a 10-point hole to dig themselves out of.
Right.
But the other 4 teams that are right in the mix of it, and they can basically be skating for a national title if they don't do what they did where she slightly had a bobble on landing of that throw. If they make that adjustment, make that correction, they got a shot at potentially pulling up and winning this thing as well. But they're a fun team to watch. They have been since they've been, since they came back, since their 17-year retirement
Insane.
and resubmergence again here.
Yeah.
It's been fun to watch, and their energy is. They always look like they love being out there on the ice, and it's like a gift to them.
It's like
to
a
be out there.
celebration every
Yeah.
time they skate.
Right, and I think
Yes.
that shines through in their skating.
It's fun to watch that too. I mean, just see that energy. And I also felt in a similar way, Audrey Liu and Misha Mitrofanov, they are former junior champions in the U.S. and they were, I think, right up there at Worlds recently. But they brought some great energy tonight too.
They did. They were absolutely as clean as you can get. They have the best side-by-sides,
Absolutely.
hands down. And I think that they have a really bright future. I think that technically they are probably one of the strongest teams. They have some packaging and some styling to do still,
Yeah.
but that'll come in time. Stick with what you know and keep being consistent and technically strong, and all of that will develop as they mature.
Okay, and we're all going to practice Mitrofanov. Mitrofanov over and over again.
God bless
Yes.
I'm not even going to try.
Oh, the dad jokes. We
He's
missed the
back.
dad jokes with Michael Weiss. Okay, rebounding for Alexa and Chris. You don't have the short program. You want Mariah. How do you turn around for the free skate?
There's this quote from Sasha Cohen: you can't win with a short, but you can definitely lose with them. So hopefully they erase this short, chop it out of their brain cells, and just attack the long, because that's all they can do at this point is forget about today and move forward into the long program.
We see the top four. There's, 4 points, I think, between them. But, Brooke, there's just that one world spot. There's only one world spot for pairs this year. And so the pressure going into this free skate, that's big.
Yeah, I mean, having one spot, the pressure's always high when you're trying to make an Olympic team or a world team. And when there's only one spot, I mean, that's as high as the pressure can get. And people need to just not think about the world team. You need to just focus on what your training has taught you, what you've done every day, and focus on the things you can control. You can't control who's first, second, or third. You can only control how you skate, and that's what you focus on.
Okay, here we go. Hot seat, everybody. Michael Weiss is first. Age wins out here. Who's your pairs champ when we finish things up on Saturday?
Kane and O'Shea.
Oh, you didn't even hesitate.
No
I love
hesitation.
that. Brooke Castile?
I'm going to say Kane and LeDuc.
Oh, different Kane. Different
Yes.
Kane. Mariah?
She's going to say Kane and Kane, which will really mess everybody up.
That's cheating.
That I would like to go that route, but I know that Tara Kane and Danny are strong competitors, and they already have a title under their belt, so
Yeah?
I think I'm gonna put my vote with them.
Kane
But
O'Shea? Oh,
I want
but?
Kane and LeDuc to skate well too.
Oh, wow. Okay, Mariah went middle ground. Good job.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
She's the
you.
new girl, so she went middle ground. You guys, tonight, we're going to be back here on Ice Desk in just a little bit, actually, to preview the ladies short program coming up. Look, 7:45. We're right back here. Make sure you tune in on Facebook and YouTube. And it's 8 o'clock, ladies short program. Mariah Nagasu is going to break it all down for us tonight, 10:55 p.m. For now, this is Bridgestone Ice Desk at the GEICO 2019 U.S. Championships. Thanks for joining us here. We hope that you join us all weekend long. And for now, see you later.